Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about the release date of the next DLC, what future content we've got left in this update, and a whole lot more. So it's the middle of the month right now. A lot of people are getting antsy at the remaining content in Smuggler's Run, but also looking forward to when the next update is going to be coming out, and it looks like we have a little bit more information on that. Let's start with what's left from Smuggler's Run. So Rockstar have to do 3 things to be completely done with this update. It seems like we've been going on with this update forever, but it is kind of true since it came out in late August and it's nearing the middle to end of November right now, which is just insane to me. But anyways, moving on, we have 3 things that Rockstar have left to do. They have 2 remaining vehicles, and then they have one, thing they're going to add. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. So the 2 remaining vehicles are the Hunter, which is a brand new helicopter, or I should say it's a helicopter from GTA San Andreas that they planned on releasing in GTA 5 that they cut at the very beginning of the game that they're now adding in Grand Theft Auto Online. They need to release that, and they also need to release a jet that they've had in-game from day one for $6.5 million, the P996 Laser. So those are the 2 remaining vehicles. They can both be found on the Warstock Cash and Carry site. Once again, the FH1 Hunter is $3.1 million to $4,123,000, and the Laser, as I just mentioned, is $6.5 million. So those are the 2 remaining vehicles, but Rockstar also said that they're going to be adding a new set of transform races created by them and the transform race creator. Now, Rockstar was not specific on when they stated this was going to be coming out, but they did say it was going to be releasing sometime in the fall. Now, I'm no expert, but wouldn't it make sense for Rockstar to release the transform race creator and new Rockstar verified transform races in the same update in which the original transform races came out? A lot of people are saying that, well, maybe Rockstar doesn't have to do that. Maybe they could release the transform race stuff and the creator stuff in the next DLC. Well, I don't think that's likely for 2 reasons. Number 1, Rockstar would obviously want to focus on the new content of that update and not find time to squeeze in the last remaining content from a previous DLC. And number 2, fall technically ends like on December 20th or 21st or something like that. So it wouldn't give them a lot of time to squeeze in all of that content and then try and fit in extra transform races. So I still think that that is going to be occurring. I'm not exactly sure when. Honestly, Rockstar could release those transform races at any time with any vehicle. They could do it without a vehicle. It doesn't really matter. Now, we did get this comment from FunMW2 who stated, it's almost certain that this Tuesday will be the Hunter release. Either that or it would be nothing. I'm pretty sure it's the Hunter since LA Noire did not stop them from releasing a new car. They can't release the Laser before the Hunter because of release orders. Either release it with the Hunter or it would have its own week. So that's actually a really good point. A lot of people are saying that because the Laser isn't necessarily a new vehicle, Rockstar wouldn't do a dedicated week to it, but I'd have you argue that what did they do with the Duke of Death? They gave the Duke of Death its own week, even though it had been in the game in single player forever, and it basically was free for the majority of players. So I think that the Laser will have its own week. So let's assume that we're going to be getting all 3 of those items 1 week at a time. The Hunter, the Laser, and the transform races and the creator. Well, that would mean that the next 3 Tuesdays are going to be filled up with content. So if FunMW2 says the Hunter is going to be coming out next, we'll look for Tuesday the 21st of November to be when that's releasing. Now, what about the P996 Laser? Well, it would likely be the following Tuesday on November 28th. And if we're going to get those last final remaining transform races, which would actually make sense since after the 28th, Rockstar would be out of vehicles, that would be December 5th, 2017, when they would release the transform races and the creator. So I think that right there is a pretty good guess as to when we can expect the remaining content from Smuggler's Run to be released, 1 item over the next 3 weeks. Now, once again, it is Rockstar. They can do whatever they want. Let's say they want to add the transform races next Tuesday and not drop a vehicle. They could certainly do that and then release the Hunter and the Laser after that. It's all going to be up to them. I'm sure they have a plan. I'm sure they have an idea. But those are the last 3 remaining items of the Smuggler's Run update that I think they have to release, especially the vehicles, before we can get into the next update. Now, let's talk about the next update. So let's start with the things we know so far. So Rockstar have confirmed 3 things. There's going to be new additions to the Legendary Motorsports site. On the Legendary Motorsports site, we see things like supercars, sports cars, muscle. I think we've even seen a handful of off-road vehicles, sports classics. So it's going to be a vehicle like that. They also stated that there's going to be new weaponized vehicles, so likely there will be new additions to the Warstock Cash and Carry site. That should not be shocking either. And they've also stated a new property. Remember, it wasn't business. New property would be coming to the Maze Bank foreclosure site. However, the Maze Bank foreclosure site only has businesses on there, like the bunkers and the biker clubhouses and the hangars. So it's kind of a safe bet that it might be something related to that. So that's what Rockstar has confirmed. Unconfirmed, there's been lots of talks of either a retro or a hipster part 2 update. Now, a lot of people have speculated that properties inside this are either going to include nightclubs or mansions or houses or anything like that. Who knows what Rockstar could do at this moment. It's exciting to talk about what could come out, but that's sort of the rumors at the moment, and that's the speculation of this update. Now, something else we need to look at is the Steam database website, which features QA beta. So I've talked about QA beta in the past. QA beta is the quality assurance branch from Grand Theft Auto Online, and that's how Rockstar tests the new update. They do bug fixes and stuff like that. They take screenshots, they build trailers out of this sort of file. And until this gets updated, we're about 2 to 4 weeks away from the next DLC. So right now, if we take a look at the QA beta page, you can see QA beta 2 gets updated almost daily. In fact, the last time it was updated was around 21 hours ago. So QA beta 2 is used to fix bugs or update background scripts or stuff like that. So it's not uncommon that we see Rockstar update this almost daily. However, you can see QA beta has not been updated, and the public one, which matches that, for 3 months, which lines up just about when they released the Smuggler's Run update. Now, when that gets updated, we're typically around 2 to 4 weeks away from the next DLC. So it's yet to be updated, and when I'm making this video, it's Thursday, November 16th. So really 2 weeks from now is basically the end of November. So essentially QA beta, and even though this should have been obvious, having it not be updated right now pretty much confirms this update will not be coming out in November, likely in December. So let's talk about when it could happen, since December is the most likely date. Well, we know it's probably going to be happening on a Tuesday, and there's really only 2, in my opinion, that make sense. You have December 5th and you have December 12th. Now, December 5th, in my opinion, is cutting it a little close to the remaining content that Rockstar have left with Smuggler's Run. So I think really the only obvious choice here would be December 12th for a couple reasons. Number one, it's in the middle of the month, which typically aligns with the recent release dates of prior Rockstar updates. So in case you guys don't remember, Rockstar's 2015 December update, Executives and Other Criminals, came out on the 15th. And then as far as import-export goes, which came out last year, it actually came out on December 12th. Now, they announced Executives and Other Criminals 5 days before it came out on December 10th, and they announced import-export 10 days before it came out on December 2nd. So it's looking like that second week in December seems to be the money spot for when Rockstar decide to release their updates. Now, why any farther wouldn't work is because you're getting a little bit close to the Christmas and New Year's Day holidays. And we obviously know Rockstar like to package sort of Christmas or holiday or winter themed content with this December update. And they don't want to release it too close to when they should probably be starting to focus on sort of the tunable stuff. They want you to enjoy the original stuff that came with the update before you start jumping into the new one. So I'd make a safe bet that we'll probably see this update on the 12th, with an announcement likely occurring on either the 7th or the 8th of December, probably somewhere around then, although at this point, I'm not sure. Rockstar is so confusing with the way they do things, it's almost impossible to predict what their plans are. The only thing we really have to go on is, number one, what they've said so far, number two, what we can kind of confirm from them not updating QA beta, and then number three, the very limited information we've received from them on sites like the Newswire and stuff like that. But anyways, that's just about all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. Get the discussion going. What do you think of two things? Number one, how we're going to be getting the remaining content from Smuggler's Run next. What vehicle do you think is coming out? When do you think the Transform Race stuff is going to be releasing as well? And then number 2, what do you think about the next update? Its theme, when do you think it's going to be releasing? Do you think I'm right about the release date-ish around that time? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments section down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.